No.
It's been a big struggle, Nat, I have to tell you, since Chris Hughton took over. We've conceded more goals than we've scored. His forte as a manager, built over the years, has always been that his teams have been noted for their defensive solidity. And so when he took the job, the expectation was that Ghana would not play any sort of exciting, expansive football. But at least one thing we knew we would get from Chris Hughton was exactly a good balance in defense. Unfortunately, we haven't had that. We haven't had good defensive display. Our midfielders are struggling to create, and we are not scoring enough goals. And if you look at the problems with the Blast, and that's a visual of Mohamed Kudus arriving in Kumasi earlier today. If you look at the whole team, you would understand where our problems are. And I think problem number one is Chris Hughton's fascination with playing with two DMs. And he's done it many times. And there's been a few explanations for that. Perhaps you can argue that maybe it's his attempt to try and fix the defensive issues that we have in the team. So then what does he do? He puts an extra midfielder there because defending doesn't start with the defenders. It starts from the front. So he's trying to do that. Unfortunately, ever since he started implementing that, we are still conceding. But what that has done is that it's also limited our ability to go forward. So now he plays two DMs and the team lacks a progressor. And once a team lacks a progressor, you notice that a lot of our DMs are always passing the ball either sideways or passing the ball backwards.
Fent, that's a very important point you've raised there. And that is what brings me to my next issue about supply and, providing the needed supply for our arrowheads. We've been talking about Victor Osimhen for a little bit. Now we have an Inaki Williams who's also performing pretty well at Athletic Bilbao. But there we go. We do not have a proper support system. Now, according to the analysis, we have a problem right behind,
our forward players.
And that becomes a big issue.
I think the first thing I want to look at is the play out from the back, right? I want to look at Ofori. Ghana has a goalkeeper that cannot play out from the back effectively. And what that does is that when the ball gets to the back, you have to just pull it out, play it out. And that's a situation whereby, if you look at Manchester United, for example, they have to replace David De Gea and all those kind of stuff like that. At the end of the day, you need a goalkeeper that's confident on the ball. That's number one right now. Yeah. He can create, he can get you the chances you need. But the finishing is the problem. He can't be creating and then coming forward again to finish. I'll pass, then I'll pass to myself, for me to now make the true pass to myself, for me to now finish the goal. I mean, come on now. So that's a problem.
But talk about building up from the back. Yeah. Talk about building up from the back. I do remember that Jojo Wollacott, Jojo Wollacott, when we put him into his first international assignment for Ghana, did pretty well. For a first-timer, I believe that he did pretty well.
He did okay, yeah?
Yeah.